we're gonna start with a bit more of a random thing. I watched the new Knives Out movie. Initial watching, I wasn't the biggest fan. It felt very, I don't know, a little anticlimactic. Once we kind of got through with it, I'm not gonna give spoilers, but I expected the whole murder to have a bit more behind it. Weirdly enough, even though it was a very intricate kind of deal that went on, it just felt a little lacking. It just felt like there were some big set pieces there that really were never truly, their potential in my eyes was never fully actualized. So it felt a little lackluster in a sense. But I digress, because today, the main thing of today, movie review aside, we're not going to be that guy. I have to do some shopping for a big old trip, a really big old trip, a 20-hour trip. I'm not looking forward to it, to be completely honest. But yes, I'm driving down to Florida with my girlfriend and her parents. Today is going to be a grocery trip for some non-perishable items a bodybuilder could utilize on a long road trip in which ice packs might not be able to last the whole 20 hours. So, should be quick, should be easy, should be simple. Then the main meal prep foods that I will be able to have. Let's actually get to the point. Let's get to the grocery store, shall we? Now the fun part, trying to set this sucker up. Alrighty, let's see if we can even get this to work properly. Well, we're close. There we go. But yeah, big thing for today. Aldi, stopping to get the goods. So, as we mentioned, main thing, non-perishables. But we're going to be getting some, like, perishables that can last a little bit. I just picked up some kiwis. Kiwis are, I'm pretty sure, I'm trying to learn more about my micros and stuff as of late. And from what I can recall, it is the leucine content that you could find within kiwis that just makes them really nice to have. Leucine is essentially an amino acid that just assists with the breakdown consumption of protein, stuff like that. So that is going to be nice to have. And these suckers last a fair bit. So plan of action, they'd probably be okayly priced down in Florida, but I don't wanna risk it, man. Here. Next on the list is probably, we're probably gonna do a little bit larger. We're gonna be snatching some honey, clean, easy, quick carb that will just like be a nice little sweetener for the next thing that I'm probably gonna grab if I can find it. Yes, I can. It's right there. Here we go. Rice cakes. And I think I might also go over just like some of the other things I end up eating as a usual thing anyway, because like when in Rome, I mean, not often I throw my camera on a cart. To be very honest with myself and y'all. The next thing I'll be grabbing is some just simply deli chicken breast, because fun fact about deli meat, it's actually pretty dang nice as far as like macros go. Fat's relatively low. It's, even if you get like ham or turkey or things you perceive to be fattier, watch your salami and pastrami, though that stuff will kill you. But you find lower fat options, it's a pretty good deal. Another thing I usually end up getting, which I already bought and kind of cooked up for just what I'm going to be up to, salmon. Salmon is an iconic staple of what I've been eating the last year, more or less. Whether it be canned or actual fresh, you obviously want to go with the fresh stuff. This is going to have a little bit more of that kind of, more of the mineral content you're looking for. You get stuff that's been canned, that's been kind of ran through. Another thing that's a pretty hefty staple of what I usually end up getting would be ground beef, lean ground beef. Right here we have 96.4. For a lot of my clients, I usually just prescribe them 90-10 because it's a little cheaper. Leaner protein sources tend to be a little bit more inexpensive, fortunately. So honestly, to kind of just, you know, make a bit more of a fat, hefty meal, it works for a lot of the guys I work with, so that's nice. Then right now, buy the chicken breast. I usually would get some, but you know, not what we're looking for today. Then one of my personal things to get whilst I'm at Aldi or anything like that is simply going to be like these flavored waters. It just helps you get the water in more or less, and then it just tastes good. I don't get to eat a lot of fun things, so I try to drink as many fun things as I can that aren't gonna like offset the whole diet plan. And then along with the fun drinks and stuff like that, other staples, yogurt. I'm more of a non-fat Greek yogurt guy, but low-fat Greek yogurt is a thing too. And I've always found it very interesting with my very protein-oriented mind. And I've always found it kind of interesting with my very protein, you know, focus-centered mind. The idea that like low-fat is more expensive, but I think it is for the fact that the filtration to keep a little bit of fat within yogurt is going to be more intricate than just getting all of it out. And then yogurt's a nice little thing. It's a very filling item, and along with that, I think its main base for its protein content is casein. So it's protein then that will take a little bit longer to digest. So typically could make you fuller longer theoretically, but then again, we know foods that make you full for longer without actually needing protein in them. So then mentally, one of my favorite things to get at Aldi, tuna packets galore. Now, the big thing there and why that is because compared to every other grocery store, they're reliably 15 to like 18 cents cheaper, which, you know, it's not a lot, but in the grand scheme, when you're buying a lot, you just want to bulk buy where it is the cheapest. So that's also a nice protein staple. Admittedly, so what's the difference between like tuna and something such as a salmon? Salmon is going to be mainly the fish oil content, the dietary fat content. Tuna is just very bare bones lean. And that's why it's, as many people think, you know, chicken, rice, broccoli, you got it. You need fats in your diet for your body to work better. So even though there was a time where I was like, I did an aggressive cut and it was like non-fat yogurt, tuna, and things of that nature, you know, we had to spice it up a little bit if we want my digestive, so if we wanted them to work properly. Then a fun thing that's happened recently, I've been able to get Rice Krispie treats in my programming, but we're going to spice it up a little bit just for the sake of value for bang for buck. We're just going to be trying out some of these s'mores granola bars over from the Aldi. Check those suckers out. And once again, easy, simple carb, quick to digest and all that. Oh, pardon me. I think the store is closing. Lights just shut off. Well, looks like I gotta start looking a splint out of here. The one thing I will say also, because all these like kind of German based, they have like some really interesting like random things on occasion. Like I just found like herring and pineapple sauce, and I think that is very quirky. I need to look for some canned veggies and fruits. Now, are they going to be the same as like actual live legit things of that nature? No, but it's better than nothing. Well, here we go. We have canned fruit. Personally, some of my favorite types of fruit. So, for the sake of things such as fruit, opposed to going maybe with canned options, which I was thinking about for a second, but what's going to be better, because I mean, they'll last. I'm going to see what they got real quick in the fresher section and kind of load up lightly on some stuff there, because I gotta, just by the dimming of the lights, I can kind of tell I gotta go. There is not much. There is not much at all in terms of like kind of, you know, fruits and things of that nature. A little bit. Oh, okay, here we go. Berries, which actually surprisingly I almost didn't mention considering how much I eat of them. So, as far as berries, which ones do I recommend and why do we go about eating berries? You know, you see it a lot of people's like whey and cream of rice things, antioxidants and vitamins, things like fruit and like different vegetables are going to be really good in those natures, and they just taste good as well. So that's always fun. But to be brutally honest, a lot of those look like garbo. So we're just gonna, I think, call it as is, and yeah, deal with it. More of the story, like obviously on any kind of road trip, you have to make some sacrifices for the quality of meals, which, you know, I'm gonna do my best to pack some like actual meal prep plan things, but the problem is it's gonna be cold, and I don't know if I have an ice pack or a cooler that can last 20 hours on a good day, let alone heading to the south. So we will do what we do. See you guys, I guess, if I decide to stop somewhere else. Early morning leg day at the girlfriend's father's gym, which, admittedly, have not done yet. There's been an upper day kind of situation, but we're switching it up today. But yeah, Christmas Day, that was pretty fun, I gotta say. A bunch of fun things. Gifts were received and gifts were given, which, personally, the giving of the gifts, one of my personal favorite parts. I did a pretty bang-up job this year. For my mother, stainless steel shaker bottle, because she's been using one of mine and kind of want mine back. So I'm like, hey, there's that. For my dad, I got him some baseball cards. My youngest brother, I got a PS5 game, kind of like a 16-bit remastered thing, and I was hoping it will kind of expand his horizons to more than Call of Duty, Siege, and Fortnite. So we'll see how that goes. Then for my other brother, I got him, what was it? $18 change, and a Southern Carolina Gamecocks shirt because Gamecock. So yeah, pretty good in that part. Then I'll do this and I'll tell you what I got my girlfriend. Let's see how heavy or not this is. Okay. Ouch. Okay. So what did I end up getting for my girlfriend? The real question. I think I did a pretty good job. We got the White Album by the Beatles. Pretty hard find. I had to clean up the record myself, but still a killer deal for what I got on it. A Vera Bradley purse, Vera Bradley lunch pail, Vera Bradley backpack, a stainless steel pan, and a cutting board. Those are the things she's been wanting to get for a bit. And then my mom also went out of her way to get her some things, and she did a real great job. She got her a pendant, and a water bottle, coffee grinder, coffee beans. So overall, a pretty solid accumulation of gifts. And what did I get? It's just, some clothes, some gym brand things that I sent some links to, clearance stuff, because I don't want people spending too much money on me. And kind of a personal gift I got for myself. I had these new kind of AirPod off-brand things. They're only $20. They are incredibly good. It's like JBL Go Sports. The way they sit in your ear, I can't shake them out. They are very solid. Oh, God. Alrighty. So now on the leg press, quad biased, and I'm a little winded because I just had to carry some plates over from across the gym. So that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. Gotta warm up with 5, get my kind of shoddy knee to be less so, and then go from there. Okay, let's bump it. The one thing I'll say about this leg day in particular, it takes the longest. All the plates I gotta do on the leg press for my SLDL variations, the beginning portion of this always takes 30 minutes for a total of 3-ish sets, depending on how some of the movements go. So here's what it is. Obviously, we gotta do what we must, and this is what we must do. Okay. I don't want it. I gotta get it. Okay. Jesus. Drop set. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, geez. Sorry. Now for this one, the weight seems to be relatively lighter. So I'm hoping that is just kind of I just hope it's a thing where the cable is kind of like double what it says. Oh, no. This is not a great curl machine. Here we go. We're gonna max out the machine real quick. Okay. This is not wonderful. We're gonna. There's a seat. There's a different variation. It's kind of a straight leg, so we'll have to do our best with what we got, and then on to the next thing. God. Hey. Okay. That was terrible. I'm not a big fan of how that feels. I should have worn longer socks too. Just got my raw ankle rubbing on that sucker a little bit. So, well, we'll bring it back one more time and then, yeah, call it good. Gotta be kind of quick with it because I still gotta pack up a car and then ship out to Florida. I'm excited to record one set of those because soon late curls you can look really cool. That one, not as much, so do two on those. So many reps to do, we can do 230. Okay. Oh, I don't know what number that was. There's some weird like isos and partials in there. We'll run it back again. I'm trying to think about how I want to do my back hyper extensions because usually I just kind of load up a bar and some plates, but I really feeling kind of lazy, so we might just do a very lower back focused deadlift, which everyone's favorite. Okay. It's a smidge busier, so Valium's definitely gonna go down a bit for the chit chat, but just this and calf raises. Okay.
That's like being a one great artist. It's just one of those four, right? Right. Right.
This never looks terribly impressive. But I mean, it's a little like calf raising for 8-ish, solid 8. 305, not bad.